Garth, thanks for being here tonight.
My pleasure. Thanks for inviting me.
I appreciate it. You know, I've been really lucky because I've gotten to see you sing in front of so many different ways, in front of thousands and thousands of people. And my very favorite way, though, to hear you sing is just you and your guitar.
Thank you.
With that voice. And
well,
I've been fortunate enough to get to do that, you know, just sitting around. You know, you've sang some songs for me. I was wondering if you could do some of that.
I'd be happy to. And you got to know, I've heard you the same way, except even without the guitar, just a cappella. I was telling somebody backstage, and they were asking how me and you got together on tour. And I was telling them the story about how you and John came over that night. We sit outside underneath the stars, and you just sang a cappella. And the first time I heard you sing, it was like, let's go out and have some fun and make some music. So do you want to go first? Or the song, the stuff that we were doing together was back off the first and second album, stuff like sometimes late at night I lie awake and watch her sleeping. She's lost in peaceful dreams, so I turn out the lights and lay there in the dark. And the thought crosses my mind, if I never wake up in the morning, would she ever doubt the way I feel about her in my heart? You were with us, well, as a t-shirt salesman, really, through a lot of those years.
I heard that song from the front lobby.
Right.
I was out there selling your shirts and just dreamed of you know, having my own record deal and being up on a stage. Never dreamed that I would be up, you know, on stage opening up for you. And
Well, it was a blast. Did you ever hear the story how that me and John and you got together that night? Why we even thought about doing it? Do you remember playing a gig in Scottsdale, Arizona, when you were selling T-shirts, and it was like 110 degrees? And for those people that don't know, Martina's husband is our production manager and has been since the very beginning. His amps, his big amp racks, his whole investment was blowing up one at a time out there in the heat. And I saw this little bitty woman dragging these 50-pound bags of ice across the ground, busting them on her hands and knees, trying to get in there to save what you guys had invested in. And I told my brother, Kelly, we were there, and I said, anything that woman wants, she should get, because you're just a tough worker. I mean, you've never been somebody that's scared of work. So I never told you that story, but I always want to tell you I was a fan.
well, thank you so
Always
much.
was. We have a tune called "Back When the Old Stuff Was New" on the new album, and it talks about Scottsdale and doing stuff. One of the things that's cool about that when you think back was we had that big storm that night outside.
All the rain
And what had happened was the storm had come up, and I just looked back at the guys, and everyone was thinking the same thing, and Ty just started going. 3:30 in the morning, not a soul in sight. The city's looking like a ghost town on a moonless summer night. Raindrops on the windshield, there's a storm moving in. He's heading back from somewhere that he never should have been. And the thunder rolls. Thunder roll. And I've never got to say thank you, but the stand you took for Independence Day and for spousal abuse, I never said thank you. Just I enjoyed the courage that you showed, and I felt like a comrade in arms.
Well,
with
you did it way before I did.
Well,
you know?
just it's for the cause that matters, and there's a lot of guts. And congratulations on everything, because that seems to be like your.
Yeah, you know what? I think, you know, I know you know this feeling. It's so great to have a song that you're so proud of and that you love so much and you feel so passionate about, and then to see it get recognized like that.
Amen.
And a song that's touched lives, because you know that song has.
If I have a song like that, it would have to still be way off back on the first album. Looking back on the memory of the dance we shared beneath the stars above. And for a moment, all the world was right. But how could I have known that you'd ever say goodbye? And now I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives are better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the dance.
Oh God, that song is so beautiful.
I love that song. I wish I'd have written it.